So this is Lego 42054, the Claas Xerion tractor. This is quite a cool little model. 3 different steering modes. So you can see this little linkage in here. We've got like a 4-wheel steer, a front wheel steer, and a crab steer over here. The steering is actuated off of this piece here. It's all hand of God. So this is in crab steer. You can see it's quite the crabs back and forth. You can see how both wheels point in the same direction. So put it in there, bring it across. That's now front wheel steer on its own. Right, come round. There. And then put it into this position over here. And this is now 4-wheel steering. You know, they're now going opposite directions. This means you can then take a much tighter turn. So I said all hand of God. Position. Right. So we'll leave that in that position there. Front cab opens. Just lower this ballast weight at the front. Lifts up. So you've got a little peg for your bonnet, and obviously underneath is the engine, which is the battery box. And actually underneath that, I don't know if you can see, there's a power functions M motor tucked under there. Okay. So power functions activated by pushing this lever up and easy. And the noise you can hear now is the M motor, and it's driving a PTO. You can see the PTO flashing way down there. You can probably also see it's just down in there as well. So it runs front and rear, and the linkages appear to be identical front and rear also, so you can mount your crane at the front or you can mount your crane at the rear, it doesn't matter which way around. If you go this way, the cab lifts up and twists around. I believe this is actually similar to how the real thing works. It doesn't go full 360 degrees. This is because there's some pieces here, this little bit just here. There's a little runner that lets it up and down the little ramp. So cause you've got the lift up and lift down, so you can lift it up like that and twirl it round. And you can probably just about make out the little runner there on the deck. And obviously, if you flick it the other direction, then it goes back. So with PTO enabled, you can now see the crane. The crane has got a couple of functions. It's got a lift function, so we click that lever upwards, and there's a small linear actuator in there, and that'll lift the crane all the way up like that. And then if I push this lever up, it's got a 360 degree swivel, and it should just clip the cabin. Yeah, there we go. And obviously if you do it that way, it will go all the way back again. And it will quite happily run both of these at the same time. Like that, and as you can see, the linear actuator rolls inwards. There's some little feet for the crane, again manually deployed. Over centre mechanism to lock them in place. Not really needed, but there's quite a bit of weight hanging off the back of that vehicle. So obviously it's a realism touch more than anything. They're operated by these as well. And again, you can lower this whole assembly by twiddling this. If you want to just sink it down, it sits down almost on the floor. I think the realism would be that you could drop this and drive off, and then come back in and pick it up. So I don't want too much about that. If you pull this peg off, you notice I've got a slightly different peg to what I've got on here because I lost one of these, or I've used it somewhere else. Pull these off. This piece here flips up, and the same on the other side, and then these pieces here slide out of the way. So it's a sort of semi-fixed system, but not solid. Overall, it's taken me probably probably about 8 hours to build over 3 or 4 days, and I'm quite pleased with it. It's a nice little model. Going to have to look at seeing if we can give it some remote control drive functions. I very much doubt I'm going to be able to get any power functions into this crane element. It's going to have to all still remain hand of God there, but might see if we can make this remote control, give us some drive and some steer. The steer looks like it should be easy enough. We can drop an M motor or something in up here, and maybe borrow some power. Maybe upgrade this M motor down here to an XL. That might be maybe a bit more powerful. And see if we can tap off that and get something in here. These do have differentials. Let's just load that this side. Oh no, so they don't have differentials. It's just straight through. So we'll have to see if we can get a differential in there somehow to drive one or the other of these axles. But you can see there the PTO linkage running all the way along. Yeah, that's quite a neat little model. Right, thanks for watching.